Do you truly know the price of pleasure, the world's biggest addiction, an industry worth over $100 billion, yet hidden behind layers of glamour and dark secrets? Did you know that porn sites are ranked among the top 50 most visited websites across the globe? Every single day, millions, if not billions of people watch pornography. And if you're somebody who watches porn and thinks that it's just another source of entertainment, well, here I'm about to destroy your perception of what porn is and unleash the truth about the industry. First of all, we have the term pornography. It comes from two Greek words, pornai meaning prostitute and graphein meaning to write. Now, we do have a number of ancient art pieces that are erotic in nature, but we're going to focus on more modern pornography today. It all started back in the 1500s with the invention of the printing press. There were plenty of European publications that distributed the pornographic material. And in 1524, there was an Italian man who was the very first person to be imprisoned by creating erotic engravings. Initially, pornography was only available to the elites. Interestingly enough, distributors were not prosecuted by the authorities at that time. And by the 18th century, such material was readily available to people in England and France. Although authorities tried to stop the growth of these X-rated industries, pornography continued to increase in popularity in cities like New York and London. And as humans made technological advancements, access to porn only got easier. If you still think that the world of porn is harmless, let me tell you a story about an ex-porn star, Shelley Lovin. She wrote about her experience in the industry and stated that the quote-unquote, the California porn industry is a destructive, drug-infested, abusive, and sexually diseased industry that causes severe negative secondary effects on women and male adult industry workers, as well as the general public. These are words of a porn star who thought she was enjoying her time in those videos. Having said that, let me tell you more about the dark side of this multi-billion-dollar industry. One of the major issues of this industry is that porn workers frequently get STDs. And although some countries and a few states in the United States require these workers to wear protection, most of them don't. That's not what people want to see. Not very surprisingly at all, more than 90% of adult film companies do not require this. In fact, many companies require their workers to work without these protective things that they need. And because of this, STDs are everywhere. And frankly, I'm not going to show you these because I don't want to ruin your dinner with this video. This is not the only problem in the industry. The prevalence of drug abuse in the porn industry is alarming. Firstly, porn workers use drugs to increase their sexual performance. Makes sense, right? And secondly, they are exposed to so many other drugs that get them addicted, and keep them in the industry. One such actress, Erin Moore, admitted that she binged on several drugs, including alcohol, Vicodin, and a whole slew of them. One male porn star stated that in 2008, drugs were a major problem in my business. Anybody who says otherwise is lying to you. I can't tell you the number of girls who disappeared and dropped out of the business because of their drug problems. Now, I can go on and on about the prevalence of drug abuse in the porn industry, but there's something else we need to raise awareness about. Another important aspect, which is degradation and abuse. Do you really think that women who are being abused and beaten severely in these videos wanted this type of treatment? And do you think that these people voluntarily agreed to it? Verbal abuse is extremely common in the industry, with many people even attacking strippers in the front of strip clubs. You just don't learn this from nowhere. Again, I am going to share the experience of a former porn star who was whipped and canned for 35 minutes in one of these videos. She said this about this experience. I've never received a beating like that before in my life. I have permanent scars up and down the backs of my thighs, and it was all the things that I had consented to, but I didn't quite know the brutality of what was gonna happen until it did. Moving on to even darker subject, how can we forget about CP? And I'm sure if you've been on the internet, you know what I'm talking about. It is illegal in many, many countries, but we still have billions of such videos on the internet. Why? And I'm just not talking about the dark web. No, I'm talking about there's websites available to every human being who has internet access. They just need to know where to look. Now, for example, Pornhub is one of the biggest pornography sites in the world. This website profits from CP, I'm not going to say the next word, and trafficking. In fact, Pornhub, along with its parent company, MindGeek, was sued in 2021 for allowing CP to be published on the website. Moreover, the executives knew that the people that were posting this were posting it non-consensually, and they were still allowed to monetize this content. Now, there are countless examples of women and men who discovered their private pictures and videos on Pornhub that they did not consent to sharing. And according to one report by the New York Times, a mother from Florida discovered 58 videos of her 15-year-old daughter on Pornhub after she went missing. Now, this is just one example I am telling you about. Pornhub works just like YouTube, and with 6.8 million new videos that are reportedly posted on the platform each day. Many of these videos depict child abuse and non-consensual violence. And since it's impossible to be sure if a young person is in a video is, 15 or over the age of 18, we cannot know how much content on Pornhub is truly illegal. The porn industry is pure evil. The consumers experience ED, depression, loneliness, etc. You get the deal. Research has shown that watching porn regularly causes decreased productivity, interest levels, and focus. And the evils of porn are not limited to your physical and mental health. It is destroying relationships, and it is making people think of women and men as objects. I would say that the industry is setting our society ablaze, and if we do not stop this fire, we will all become mindless humans just wanting more and more porn. We'll become slaves to the elites who will just continue to profit from us.